My name's George Lenzer. I'm 27. I'm Niska, Squamish, Wet'suwet'en, German, and Belgian. I'm a chef. I've been cooking for 10 years now. I want to open up my own First Nations high-end restaurant.
Oh yeah.
I came to Montreal to have an opportunity to work at Joe Beef. It was voted one of the best restaurants in Canada and sold all my things, quit my job, and I just came here to stage at Joe Beef and kept showing up at their doorstep until they hired me. I definitely think being a chef is almost like an ambassador for my people. The representation of us in the industry is very, very little. So anything I say or do, I notice people are listening. People are curious to what I'm doing and almost analyzing it a lot. And there's this chef in Brazil. He sources all of his food from indigenous Amazonian peoples. A lot of people didn't even know much about the Amazon or the issues. He's bringing attention to that through food. I would definitely like to try and apply that to my culture, to have the Niska people, for them. I feel like I'm closest to them.
So in my Niska culture, it's often protocol to just we offer the scraps of the fish or even the head. If we don't eat it, we offer it back to the river in hopes that it'll give back nutrients to the river and be healthy and continue to provide us with subsistence and food and things that we need for life.
To me, food is all about sharing. I don't know, maybe it's just my thing that I hate eating alone. Food just always tastes better with company. I'm gonna try and get the sauce ready before I fry everything. It's another thing that I try and focus on is that they have hot food. So I was given fish last week by this Cree man named Raymond. A lot of his Cree members are showing they're giving thanks by constantly sending him food that they have caught, and it's just constantly sharing with each other. And so I asked him if I could have some country food so I could share with other people, and he's more than happy. He has so much, and I just asked for a little bit, and he gives me a lot. So it goes to show I have to pay that forward too. Full circle of just constantly sharing food. As a child, I was always interested in cooking, but I didn't know I wanted to be a chef. My family kind of often lived off of food bank supplies, so we didn't have a whole lot of food at times, and we just get a lot of canned food and ramen and things that are quite basic or lacking nutrition. So I started experimenting with my dad about trying to make food good. Throughout my life, I guess, I just mainly struggled with trying to fit in. My family moved around a lot. There's 4 kids, and two parents that were struggling with addictions pretty early on, and they were just young teenagers when they had started to have children. Around when I was 16 years old, my parents were homeless, and I know when I'd go visit them in Vancouver, and they just looked really, really rough. Like, it looked really, really sad seeing my parents in that state. How all these homeless people got there it's really intense. It's hard on the streets, and it's hard probably before they're on the streets too. Like, the stories that they have are very, very surreal and scary. So I could understand that, like, a lot of people on the streets, you know, are hungry, and knowing that food makes them at least happy for a moment, it brings them that, like, quality of life, even just for a moment.
It's a fish sandwich. I just fried some fish. I'll be around mostly Saturday nights, and I'll hand up mostly, but sometimes I'll go on the odd night and I'll hand up food or whatever I can get. I always try to get country food, but I can't always.
My culture is resilience, I think. Like, my siblings would never sit down with my parents or grandparents. Hearing their very traumatic, heavy lives, I think put my life into perspective and showed, like, how privileged my generation has been in comparison to the ones in the past. So I kind of take it upon myself to think that we're the generation of success, and we're the generation to turn things around. That's where cooking and my culture, I feel like, really come together.